Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. I'm the best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'Em Out book and training series and lead advisor at the Best Man Company, LLC, partner with Winning Team Consulting Group. I'm just super excited to make the announcement that we will be hosting the first annual office manager and office staff virtual conference. It will be a conference that will be welcoming secretaries and office managers from all over the world. One of the things that I've learned in my extensive 19 plus years of travel and working with diverse organizations, and when I say diverse organizations, I don't mean in terms of ethnicity. What I've had the unbelievable journey of being able to work with organizations of all statures and level. So I've had the opportunity to work with corporate. I've had the opportunity to work in service industry. I've had the opportunity to work with all K-12. I've had the opportunity to teach college, to work with college groups, right? Athletics. I've had those opportunities. So that's a diversity of a client base. What I've been able to see is that the need and the value on the people who run the organization, which is the person who controls the office. I like to say they're always the first line of contact. Whenever your first line of contact is that face, male or female at that front door, they control the temperature and the tone. I have never seen in all of my working with over 1,000 administrators and leaders in my career, I've never seen a principal or superintendent be successful without a secretary or office manager that they trust. Typically, when there's chaos, typically when there's toxic environments, you can feel it in the office. I am trained to pick up energy and to tell you what's going on by making phone calls, seeing what people have going on, and you can tell the energy. I want to give us here why this conference is so important. And I had to do it virtually. I mean, we have a loaded travel schedule. So one, I know I can't go everywhere. However, I want to be able to help people everywhere. And this allows us to do it. The first thing, what is the role of a secretary or office manager? One, it is to fully support your boss, fully support your superintendent, fully support your principal, fully support your department head. So each department that has their own secretary, you got to make sure your people are on the same page and they have the training that they need. I knew I had to do this. I just left a district to close the school year out. In one session, the group they sent me was all of the district secretaries. We got 100% rating from, it looks like about over 70 plus secretaries there. The one thing that they talked about was how nice it was to be included, how nice it was to hear the information that their bosses hear, to hear what the teachers hear, because they needed that understanding. I believe that understanding really is the gateway to building strong departments, building strong schools. The second thing that we need from our office managers and secretaries is to fully support the vision of their superintendent, of their principal, or of their department. So when a department gets to struggling and they don't have that support from that office personnel, you can see that the vision's going to really struggle. I don't have time to argue with the person who runs my department from that office chair. I need them to be fully on board. Well, they have to know the vision, understand the vision, right? That's where training comes in. They have to understand their role. I can recall one situation that went on this school year where a dear friend of mine's school, she hired a new lady for a veteran that had been with us for 7 years, and we had a new secretary. And I kept telling the boss, like, "Hey, man, we need to kind of break her in because she's not who we lost, And sure as not, she's just coming in with her habits. Now she's a veteran. She's not a rookie. She was a veteran. She worked places before. But she came in with her attitude. She came in with her way. And what I knew is we had to spend time with her. to get her acclimated to what the vision was, the way things are done here. And she had set ways already, which made her basically not valuable, right? So your secretary has to understand you are there as an administrative arm and a support to that department head, principal, or superintendent. They have to understand that. So when you see, take me to number three, things we need from our office managers and secretaries, we need you to be professional. We need you to be competent. If we have to go behind you and check your work, why do we need you? Hello? Why do I need somebody I have to check behind? I mean, I could just do it myself. If you ever put your boss in a place where your boss feels like they're better off doing it than you, right? I can immediately, my brain goes back to a situation in North Carolina. Man, the office manager created so much turmoil, it made it horrible for the principal. I mean, literally was messing up things literally daily. I'm getting a text call. You'll believe what your girl. See, I try to find the best in people. I'm getting text. Well, you see what your girl did today. I got to go back and clean this up. You see what I'm saying? An office manager or secretary is supposed to add value, it's supposed to be extremely valuable. You're supposed to make things better. The last core of four of what we need from our office managers is to set the tone. So what happens is I can think back to another situation in Ohio where we had an outstanding office manager who essentially ran the school. She knew how to deal with the parents. I mean, she was phenomenal. But when did she start struggling? When her personal issues, the personal trauma she was dealing with in her personal life, when it kicked in, her tone at that front desk, the way she managed staff, the way she managed our parents, even the way she managed her boss, it changed. So an office manager is a tone setter. So you would have to be aware of where you're at, what's going on. I believe the office managers must have training. They must have support. They must have guidance. They must know how valuable they are. That's why I'm here. It is the office staff conference. I know we have trainings. I know they've been someplace. I've actually spoke at some region secretaries association, but as putting them a legitimate professional conference to give the same content that I am giving to the faculty, to administration. I see secretaries as a part of the leadership team. I base this conference off the book that we have from them so all individuals that register will get the book. It's called the Elite School Office Manager Playbook. It just lays out what we need from you. I believe everybody needs professional development. Everybody needs personal development. That's what builds the organization. It is the office staff conference. It is occurring virtually. The way we're doing is we're going to do it 3 days consecutively live. You can get in there on the live feeds, but for all registrations, the conference will be available by replay and on demand for the next 30 days after your registration. The key is with the registration, you can do it individually or you can do it per team. The key is I want everybody who gets registered, when you register your team, I want everybody to get the book so they can refer back to the things we talk about during that time. It's my love for the business. Anybody know anything about me? I love this business. I love this business, and there's no way to have a blue ribbon school without an elite level secretary. It's just not possible. It's no way to be an A school, B school, or a school that's growing its test scores and not have an elite level office manager. That's been my personal experience. In our company, we've had elite level office management. That's how we've got here. That's how we've been able to grow this business. This business has made it through recessions, COVID, government changes. And you know why? Who's been a major part of that? Our office team. They are valuable members of the team and they've been with me the whole way. I know the value of an office manager, a secretary that knows the vision, understands your boss, takes care of your boss, takes care of that office, takes care of those teachers, takes care of those parents. You've got to understand that. And that's the new call moving forward. It is the office staff virtual conference. Unbelievable. Nothing like you've ever been a part before. And the content, it will be so rich, so inspiring, so valuable to you. I can guarantee you that it will definitely boost and lift your career. Principals, superintendents, if there are any, I just believe if you know you need to hit your secretaries, you want to set up your own personal group, you can contact us and do that. But that virtual conference is before we get back to school. You can see the date and time there. Get your people registered. And the key for the registry is to make sure everybody has their email in there so they can get the follow-up link and they get their own book sent to them. Uh, I'm just pumped up. I'm looking forward to register your people. If you watch this, register your people. It literally it's for the world. There are going to be people from our schools over in Canada. I'm looking for all 50 states to register and check in. It's never been done before, and it is helping and supporting our secretaries, our office managers, giving them the support, guidance, and training and value that is needed to help them be stars in their role. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the conference. Let's get to work.